Hello, everyone. Welcome to the After Ascension Podcast. I'd like to say thank you for deciding to join me today from whatever now moment you find yourself in. Right now, I am watching the sun go down from my office. The grass is green, the flowers are in bloom, and early summer, late spring, whatever you want to call it, is in full swing. And I just spent the last half hour spinning in circles and looking at the clouds with my 2-year-old niece. So, feeling pretty good. Got the playtime out of the way. Now it's time to get some work done. And hopefully that childlike, playful energy will anchor into you and give you the moment of bliss that you require and you deserve. So, happy to be able to participate in generating that energy for you. It's a space that I try to find myself in and maintain 24/7. Which is not always easy to do, but that's the space that we all need to return to and stay in order to get to where we're going. And that's the truth. So allow yourself to get there, allow yourself to stay there, and do whatever you can to maintain that, because that's really, really important for us to tap into right now. I want to stress that. Imagine if everybody on the planet held that same vibration. Okay, the planet as we know it would be a completely different place, and I believe that's a space that we are collectively working on returning to. But anyway, the podcast has been a little inconsistent lately. I've still been able to do one a week for the most part. But because of the quarantine and the new baby and, a few other factors, I literally have like a 2-hour window a week, it seems like, to get this recorded, edited, and posted on all the different platforms that I need to. So it's been a little bit of a challenge, especially because, I was in such a good rhythm before. But I'm not sure if I will ever go back to the Wednesday, Friday format, just because I feel like this type of information, in order to receive it, I need to just kind of go with it. And when that motivation hits, I want to sit down right away and record as much as I can and then get it published that same day. I don't like to sit on it. I don't like to put it off for a specific time. And I feel like not planning it is a more quantum way of doing things. So when that motivation comes to sit down and record, it's going to be at a time for people to receive the information at a time that is appropriate and necessary for them to help them accomplish whatever goal they're pursuing. But with that being said, it's still going to be at least one a week, hopefully 2, and ideally we'll get to the point where we're able to do 3 a week or more. So keep that in mind as we move forward. And I have a message today that I feel is really important, and I do keep getting nudged to share this message, even though I've been a little bit hesitant at times. I don't know why. But before we get into that, let us have our moment of silence. Let us create a still and peaceful energy to share with each other. And in this moment, I just want you to simply focus on shining bright. Don't give your intent to anything other than generating the light that you carry. So instead of asking and directing that light where you see fit, let's give our higher self and our angels permission to send that light to where it's needed. Because there's a lot going on the planet. There's a lot of things that we aren't aware of. And, nothing hides from them. So why not give them the full authority to direct that light into whatever dark corner that they see it's needed. And that's the most effective way to share your energy. So let's take a breath, and then followed by a moment of peace. All right. Now let's thank our team for acting on our behalf and allowing us to generate a light that will be of service to wherever it's needed. First thing I want to say in this podcast is that there lies a tremendous amount of opportunity in the now moment for you because of the lack of activity that's going on right now. So if you're looking to have a supernatural experience of some kind, or if that is something you pursued in the past, it's time to reinvest your effort in that and let the universe know that you're ready to have a special experience. And do whatever you can to open yourself up to having that special experience, because that's what it's all about, honestly. From the first time you woke up and started getting into this stuff, it was all about contact. It was all about supernatural things, which are actually natural. But right now, the door has opened for these kind of experiences to manifest for you. And I know there's a lot of people out there that tried and tried and tried, but, for some reason, lack of results, lack of time and energy sort of gave up. But we all know that the universe loves persistence. The universe loves effort. The Creator smiles upon the old soul who has tried 1,000 ways and failed 999 of those. So really open your mind and give yourself a chance, that gift of a direct contact with your higher self, with your spiritual team, with your cellular structure. Create the opportunity for yourself to see a light ship, have some kind of encounter that is outside of the normal realm of possibility that everyone else is stuck abiding by. And all you really have to do is give intent and give those entities and energies the authority and permission to make themselves known in whatever way is appropriate. You will then be given the intuition to find yourself in that perfect moment in time to have that experience. But the key here is to jump on that intuition as soon as you feel it. Meaning that if you have the sudden urge to go out and skywatch, make sure you take the time to do that. If you're told to go meditate, make sure you find a quiet place where you can be alone so that you can set the stage for whatever's about to happen. Because it's why you came. And there's a lot of old souls out there that have been told that they can't have this experience because their pineal gland's broken, their DNA hasn't been activated, even going as far as telling them, you have these implants that have been installed that are blocking you from having these multidimensional experiences. And I'm telling you that that is true as long as you accept that as truth. And unfortunately, being spiritual has become such an industry that I want to word this very carefully, because I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm not telling anybody that they shouldn't make money off of the skills that they carry. But if you've invested any time in the expansion of your consciousness at all, you've noticed that there's a lot of people out there who are saying, you're broken and I can fix you. You can't do this, this, or this until you come to me to help you. And nothing's going to happen for you unless you open up your wallet for me. And, it's whatever. I mean, me personally, I'm building a website so that I can do these personal one-on-one sessions. And that's a skill set that's very important and very necessary and needed for where we're trying to go and what we're trying to accomplish. We can all benefit from different perspectives, different experiences, because I don't know about you, but I'm not around other awake light workers. It's just me. Any light worker that I interact with is through the internet. I've met in person one time someone who was on the same path of awakening. someone who had been through that and had all these personal miraculous experiences, But what is wrong, and something that is still dragging down a lot of us, is the idea that we're broken, that we are waiting to receive something, as if we didn't already have everything we needed right here in our core, ready to go, ready to start firing on all cylinders at any given moment. Nobody out there can grant you access to what is already yours. Keep that in mind, and have the wisdom to trust and understand that things are going to come together for you exactly when they should. Because your higher self sees all potentials, sees all timelines, sees your intent, and knows how to align you where you need to be. Your higher self, as in you. This is you working with you inside. It's a personal game that you're playing in front of a massive audience. Okay? Let that sink in for you. You should be walking around all day, every day, feeling those eyes on you, feeling that presence with you, as if you're in the biggest stadium in the galaxy and you're on a mission to experience and create the impossible. And if you're not in a space where you can hold that, where you can maintain that perspective, I challenge you to do so and watch everything in your life change. Okay? It's going to bring awareness to every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every interaction, everything you witness out in the world is going to have a completely new meaning, because you're almost like remote viewing it as a team. Anything that happens, it's like you're processing it personally, but you're also at the same time wondering how it's being seen by the universe. It's like you're an athlete. Things at the practice facility are very different than when the lights turn on and you exit that tunnel. And it's a completely different energy. And honestly, it's going to allow you to take a lot of the pressure off of yourself. Because honestly, as old souls, we sort of tend to put the weight of the world on our shoulders when we don't really need to. What we need to do is be in a position to step back and admire the creator painting this masterpiece. And you will soon realize that that same creative potential exists within you. It is a gift that you've been given, and you've been challenged to rediscover it. So honor yourself. See that in you. You are being asked to forgive anybody in your life who has wronged you at any point, directly or indirectly. You are being asked to let the past go. You are magnetic, and everything that's about to be attracted to you is going to arrive with perfect timing because you've done the work. But if we continue to get ourselves wrapped up in the struggle of the world, that's as far as we can go. There are many, many old souls that are caught in a loop, trying to expose darkness so much that they become a part of it. They are sitting around watching the newsreel, waiting for arrest, disclosure, and other things to be announced to the masses. And yeah, these things are going to take place soon. They will. It's time. But if you think that sitting there stewing in frustration that they haven't happened yet is going to solve anything, you're wrong. You're actually delaying these things from taking place. And then you sit there in frustration because things are out of your control, and the darkness is sitting back and saying, well, there's another one. We've bought ourselves more time, boys. And then the cycle repeats itself. And us Lightworkers that are kicking back, generating all the love and abundance and happiness that we can, have to work a lot harder. And the children on this planet who deserve a better home have to wait that much longer to receive it. What I'm trying to say is, come back home. come back to you and stay there. Your light is exposing the darkness. So kick your feet up and generate it and enjoy the show. The creator knows what it's doing. The master artist doesn't need you to help paint that masterpiece. The musician doesn't need your help creating the symphony. What it needs is for you to create your own. Master yourself. Master your own life. Master your mind. Master your emotions. And see everyone and everything that enters your field, no matter what your 3D perception is of that, as a reflection of the creator, and you will never go wrong, ever. You can disarm anything in this reality simply by loving it. Have you ever listened to a channeling about love being the greatest force in the universe? That it has the power to bend and manipulate reality indefinitely? Yeah, you have, because that's basically all of them. So maybe it's a time to take a step back. Maybe it's time to reevaluate our approach while the waters are calm. Because moving forward, in order to accomplish this mission, we need you at full speed. We need your talents. We need your perspective. And we need them to be generated from a place of balance. Because we can't do this without you. You are this. You are me. We are returning to a state of oneness, and that's it. Forget about good and bad and light and dark and whatever else has captured your attention, because good and bad, it's all you. Let us take ownership of our shadow, and when the timing is right, integrate it back into the light where it belongs. Thank you very much, my family. Goodbye.